Good day, everyone. This is the Group 1 of 12 Abel, and we are going to present our research entitled The Perception of Grade 12 ABM Students on the Utilization of Chatbots in Managing Businesses. With the need of having contactless and virtual means of interacting with customers, the business industries and consumers alike have increased their usage of social media and artificial intelligence, such as chatbots. According to data portal, of the 69 million internet users in the Philippines, 75% of them have purchased a product or service online. That said, the researchers have decided to expand their knowledge as well as share them regarding chatbots. As for the research questions, 1. What are the uses of chatbots in businesses? 2. How are chatbots convenient for managing businesses? And 3. How can businesses utilize chatbots? As for the methodology, once again a quantitative approach was used, as well as a descriptive survey questionnaire in order to more accurately portray the knowledge of our respondents regarding the characteristics and benefits of chatbots. For our sampling technique, we will be using an online survey questionnaire, particularly Google Forms. We have also gathered a total of 30 respondents, all of which are grade 12 ABM students, both from PCU and not from PCU. We will be using non-probability sampling, particularly judgment sampling, as our respondents were not chosen randomly. We have also asked for their consent on whether or not they want to participate in our study. As for the instrumentation, which was verified by Mrs. Patty Ann Figueroa, who validated the quality of our online questionnaire. The questions for our survey were divided into 3 parts, each containing 4 questions, making 12 questions in total. The respondents will also be asked to mark a scale from 4 to 1, ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree, as shown in this picture presented. For part 1, which is called Chatbots in Business, the questions pertain to the characteristics of chatbots and what exactly they do in order to help a business. For part 2, which pertains to the convenience of having chatbots in business, the questions are more about the features that chatbots have that can be beneficial for not only business but to customers as well. And for part 3, which pertains to the different ways that business utilize chatbots, this was made to help the researchers in coming up with recommendations as to how businesses can use chatbots, which will also answer our third research question, which is how can businesses utilize chatbots. For the data gathering procedure, firstly, the researchers have asked the respondents for their consent using the consent form shown here. They were given the Google links to the form in order to access the form and to be able to answer it. They were also given enough time to answer the survey. For the statistical analysis, the researchers decided to calculate the mean scores of every data. We will be referring to the 4-point scale mentioned earlier in order to calculate accurately the data. And now for the results.
Results Part 1. Table 1 show how the students see the general use of chatbots in business. The results from the survey show that the respondents strongly agree with the statement shown above. With a total mean score of 3.33, the highest mean score, which is first statement gathered, is 3.43. Chatbots are AI programs that simulate conversation with users virtually or through text or voice messaging. They are made to handle simple tasks such as answering inquiries from consumers online. Notably, some respondents have disagreed, particularly with the second statement about how chatbots can be used in place of leave workers, with a mean score of 3.17. This is most likely because chatbots are mostly built to assist human workers and are not meant to replace them.
For part 2, most of the respondents agreed with the statements above regarding to the convenience of having chatbots in business, with a total mean score of 2.94. However, with the highest mean score of 3.23, which was from the third statement regarding to the availability of chatbots. They can reply to inquiries immediately, which reduces the customer's waiting time. They can also perform multiple tasks at the same time, whereas human workers would need time off. Meaning, some of the customers cannot be reached out immediately and some would be put on hold.
The lowest mean score for the Table 2 is 2.53, pertaining to the statement that chatbots can minimize errors compared to having human workers. Chatbots may be fast at giving questions and answers, but they can't relate with human emotions that may bore the customers during the interactions. That is why some respondents find it less convenient.
Based on the table, the respondents agree with all the statements with a total mean score of 2.98. The highest mean score is 3.1 from the statement number 1 about how can helps to enhance a business marketing strategy to reach a larger audience. Using social media, chatbots can improve to maintain a good relationship with the customers, and it can also be used to develop marketing strategies as it will make it easier to introduce businesses to new customers.
For the lowest mean score of the result is 2.73, with the statement chatbots can be useful for training employees.
Discussion number 1. What are the uses of chatbots in business? Based on the results, the general mean score from part 1 is 3.33, which means the respondents strongly agree. This confirms that the chatbots are typically used as assistants to help cover smaller, more repetitive work tasks. An important thing to mention is that they are not capable of fully taking over in the place of human workers because they are built to simply assist human workers.
For part 2, since the respondents agree overall, we can safely conclude that chatbots can be beneficial for both businesses and customers, for reasons such as they can reduce waiting time and costs for both customers and management, as well as the fact that they can interact with users according to their preferred language. However, we have found that they cannot help in minimizing errors because of bugs and glitches, which can lead to misunderstanding and confusion when poorly maintained. As for part 3, most of the respondents have also agreed, and so we can conclude that they can be used effectively in customer service and as shopping assistants, such as helping customers look for their product, and as marketing tools to introduce the business to large markets. However, they may not be suitable for training employees for same reasons as to why they cannot minimize error due to bugs and glitches. So they can possibly put out the wrong information, which will make the training ineffective. And now for
For the first recommendation, we recommend to all of you that it's better them to use chatbots in manage a business. Since chatbots are AI programs, it will be easier due to interacting with users online through messaging. In fact, they can provide more benefits to all of the customers because they can effectively respond to an unlimited number of users at once. And its 24/7 availability allows it to handle to several tasks simultaneously because it's a computerized robots that simulates a conversation using natural languages.
One of the most significant features of chatbots the researchers have found is that they can be programmed to communicate with several languages. Customers might be more comfortable communicating through their natural language, hence it will avoid misunderstanding and confusion, and it will also allow the business to expand to new market.
For the number 3 of recommendation, the researchers recommend to use chatbots to develop marketing strategy because this is one of the most effective way since they have several features that will not only introduce to large market but they can also help to maintain customers' relationship and loyalty to the business.